Hey guys, this is Jenna from Cold Antler Farm, and I am here to tell you a story about something that just happened. Friday demands excellence from all sheep. So I look a mess, and I'm out here in the middle of a sheep pasture with the flock, which you can see behind me or see beside me. Do you see those two ewes over there? Those are the new guys. There's a white Romney and a Romney Merino cross. They just got here, and I don't know them, like, at all. But sheep, like other animals, and I apologize for the shaky camera, I'm holding a laptop in a sheep field. But sheep, like other animals, all have their own personalities, and some are rogues, and some are followers, and even in a breed that we'd like to think is as dim as sheep, which they're not dim. That's like a rumor people say that are used to dealing with cows or goats and not used to how sheep think. But that's a vlog for another day. Anyway, I got home from I went downtown to the hardware store to do some errands, pick up some feed, and I'm on my way back, and someone who lives up the road from me is waving their hands at the window of their truck. So I pull my truck up to theirs. He has two dogs in the car. I have two dogs in my cab. The dogs are barking. I can barely hear him, but he says, "You got two sheep up the road." And I'm thinking, great, the two new sheep thwarted my fences and are somewhere up the road. Now, in the country, up the road can mean 30 feet up the road, or it can mean 3 miles up the road. And because our dogs were barking and because we were putting up, taking up the whole road, we stopped, and he went and I went, and I was like, okay, I'll deal with it. Thinking that the sheep were maybe, I don't know, 10, 20 feet across the street, maybe in another field, and I could just shake a grain bucket and they'd come right back. Or if they were farther away, I would send Gibson and, you know, deal with it that way. So I parked the truck in the drive, put the dogs in the house, thinking that this could be a simple grain bucket, no hassle, no barking, no herding, no Gibson all worked up. Oh, Gibson, by the way, he's right here. Okay. He's right in my business. Hey, Gib, say hi to the camera. Hi, baby. Hi. Yeah. Okay. So, so I get the grain bucket and I go up the road and I'm shaking the grain bucket, which to most sheep is like it's the dinner bell. There's a Pavlovian response. They cannot wait to come to the sound of grain in a bucket. But I see nothing and I hear nothing. And I walk a quarter mile up that mountain road and still no sign of sheep. I'm looking for the sheep and I see nothing. And I'm thinking, what kind of person can't see a 150-pound animal that's bright white in the dark, dark woods? So, what do I end up doing? I end up, uh, you know, realizing they can't be this far up the mountain, or they're so far up the mountain they're on the other side of it. And at this point, I need to start thinking about calling my friend Patty and getting a livestock trailer and calling in reinforcements. Maybe calling John down the road and having him bring his dog Red to pull him out of farther distance than Gibson or Friday could certainly handle. So now I'm thinking about community. I'm thinking about real problems. I'm thinking about the fact that if you look around me, it's pretty cloudy and miserable out here. It is a rainy day. It's going to pour. I'm going to soon be covered in rain with a bucket of grain, half a mile from my house, looking for sheep that I just got. This is the kind of stuff that, the internet goes nuts about. If you actually tell people the truth about how it's on a farm, they lose their shit. So, I get home, and I get out the grain bucket again, and I decide to walk up the road and really shake it. Walk across the neighbors, look around there, thinking, how far could sheep get? I was only gone for 15 minutes. Again, no sign of sheep. Just my sheep, which don't even want to come to the grain bucket because, as you can see from Monday, Joseph up on the hill, lazy fat sheep right now. They're probably overweight, so they've had enough to eat, and they're getting ready for breeding season, and they don't care about the grain bucket because they've already had their morning grain and hay, and they just want to chew cud. Like you can see Sal and a ewe up on the hill over there, just chilling out, living life. I don't know if you can hear that, but Merlin just farted. So I get home and I get the grain bucket and it's starting to rain and I'm getting wet and the dogs are barking their heads off. And so I decide to finally do what I should have done in the first place, the thing that I did when I thought Merlin had ran away. Look inside my fences, look inside my own pasture, And when I did that with my grain bucket, I walked up this hill here that you see behind me, and I don't know, you probably can't see from here, but there's about a 2.5 acre pasture here. I walked up it, and there, behind Merlin's paddock, like behind his pen, are the two sheep, just chewing, just happy, just living life, just doing what they do. They had not gone anywhere. If they had gone on the road, they chose to come back and hang out with the flock. And uh, all that panic and all that nerves and all that worry was for nothing. And so I got some exercise, and the dogs got some entertainment. But the sheep didn't go anywhere. They were here the whole time. Not a great ending to a story, but a fun morning story. Anyway, I thought I would vlog about it because it's rare that I do like a video where I just talk at the camera and tell one story as it just happened. But yeah, so the sheep they didn't go anywhere, and the sheep that probably did leave were Monday and one of my ewes, which will occasionally go across the street and then come right back. My sheep used to escape all the time, and they do occasionally, still do, but they're always coming back for more because we keep them in grain and hay and a safe place to sleep every night. So the flock is here and all is well, and we've had a good adventure here at the farm. So thanks for watching. If you've got any livestock escape stories that are worth sharing, put them in the comments below. People will appreciate the camaraderie. If you have a story about how I'm an idiot, you can put that in the comments below. I appreciate the comment. And in general, guys, keep farming. It's never boring. Bye.